This is Boxing Tickets, and we're here at Mayday Mayhem in Dublin. Delighted to be joined with Matthew Tyndall. I was just saying to you before we started, obviously I missed you, obviously after your third pro fight, but here we are. Obviously you made your debut in November. This is your fourth pro fight in 6 months. Like, you couldn't have imagined a better start.
I did. I was supposed to fight in April. That show got cancelled. Like, it was out of our hands, but I should be going for 6 now, or 5 or 6 now with the show, and now December cancelled as well. Like, I should have been on all them, so I should be about 6 now by now, but it's only 4, but I'm happy with that. It's another step up now on Friday in a 6 rounder against a very tough lad, so it's all I can ask for right now.
And obviously the talk with you turning pro and everything else, like, could you imagine the sort of you be on the stage of your fourth pro fight in 6 months? Like, it's all well and good sometimes going, I want to be busy, I want to fight. Like, I guess a lot of you have to thank Jay for.
100%. Jay is the main man. Like, without him, none of this would be possible. It'd be probably only 1 or 2 and 0 now, scraping boy, but he's putting all the shows on and he's getting me on all of them. So I have him to thank for, and we have a great bond as well. It's not like we only talk when there's a fight coming up. We talk regularly, like nearly every day. Do you know what I mean? So it's more than just a promoter to me. Do you know what I mean? He's a proper, like, close friend to me and my family and all. So
I've seen, obviously he's got his own brother, obviously Glenn, obviously in the zone in the Ulster Hall in Belfast. Sort of maybe now he's getting to the stage where you want a different venue. I guess you probably get sick of looking at these black walls in here.
Yeah, I'm getting sick. No, I'm not getting sick of it. It's just, it'd be good for a little change of a venue maybe. I don't really care though, to be honest, because the same job is going to be done in any ring. Do you know what I mean? So if it's in the north, if it's down here, if it's away in England or anywhere, I don't really care, because I'm putting the same effort in out regardless. So wherever it is, it's whatever. Do you know what I mean?
And your first 6 rounder, obviously on Friday evening, obviously Jacob Lazowski, if I can pronounce names right. I don't think I ever can. Like, he's been around the sort of block. I guess it's a good sort of benchmark for you in ways to see how you've adapted with him, with everybody else. Like, is the plans for you now, obviously after this, is to go into Celtic title fights, or is it just to test the water sort of as you do turning over from amateur?
No, I feel like I've taken fights so early on in my career so far that I've learned off. Like, my last fight, the lad was slick, good amateur, world silver medalist. I beat him easy, to be honest. Like, he didn't give me too much problems. The second fight, or my second fight with that dirty lad from Bulgaria, just punching me in the back of the head, like, that's stuff you don't learn until, like, most lads don't learn until later on. I'm learning that on my second fight. So I'm fights ahead, and do you know what I mean, that what my record says right now. And my training, I'm adapting with everything, sparring proper pros, European champion pros, Gary Cully and all. Like, you're not going to learn by not doing that, do you know what I mean? So I'm learning that every day. So
I believe as your brother obviously Sean, is he on the undercard as well? Because it's the first time. When was the last time he's obviously fought in the same card together?
The last show he fought on the card as well, but this time the last fight he wasn't really fit. This time he's put in the camp. Me and him have done camp together, and I wouldn't like to be fighting him, to be honest. He's just heavy hands on him. He's going to be some pro, and hopefully he'll be pro soon. You know, at the end of the year maybe, if that's what he wants to do. But God help whoever fights him at 56 kilo or whatever that weight is.
Is it, I guess in some ways where he's seeing you having fight after fight, and he's appearing in these cards now as well, it's getting his hunger up more. I guess for your dad, obviously it's the job on him, getting him to turn over at the right time.
Yeah, he's sparring pros as well right now, and it's very close with them all. And at what stage do you say, like, to keep holding them back? Do you know what I mean? When there's nothing in the amateur game from, like, there's no teams being sent away, and he's Irish champion. He's just doing nothing. So why not go for pro? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to get your fights and you're going to be looking forward to something, so why not? Do you know what I mean?
I guess it'll probably make it tougher for you in some ways with tickets. Obviously with you and your brother obviously both looking at the same people for tickets, you nearly have to fight to see who's getting such and such for tickets.
Thing is, like, we'll have to have a sit down with Jay probably and talk about a deal, because it would be too hard to get both of us on the card for, do you know what I mean? So I think Jay will obviously have a look at it and realise that there's not just me and him, it's us Shane too, all from Bray. So he might keep us off different cards, so you never know. We'll see what happens. It's too early yet, do you know what I mean?
Obviously, when he's speaking on another person, obviously from Bray, obviously Katie's obviously fighting in July in a rematch with Serrano. Like, were you sort of surprised that it came about? I think everybody was looking at the trilogy with Carmen, potentially being Croke Park and everything else. Were you sort of surprised? Like, in some ways, it's amazing because Katie's earning about $6 million from this fight as well. Like, were you surprised when the Serrano fight was announced?
I was surprised because no one talked about it, and then it came out nowhere the other way. But I think Katie beat her handy this time. You see what she done and what she changed for the Cameron second fight, a different fighter than the first fight, and I think she knows the blueprint now how to beat Serrano. So I think it'd be probably the easiest fight for her right now. And it's a $6 million. They said that's just unbelievable, isn't it? Like, and fighting on the same card as Mike Tyson as well. Like that's just a dream. Like, wouldn't it be?
It's crazy, they think at AT&T Stadium, I think it's Cowboys. Like, there's be some attendance. Like, women's boxing's obviously driving to new levels, like, and it's all probably thanks to Katie. I know we've got obviously Clarissa Shields and things like that, but it's thanks to Katie and obviously what she's done. Like, they think she's your idol and everything else. And will you try and maybe get over to that fight in America, or I guess probably maybe potentially you having a fighter in the same time?
Joe, what, I'm going to go over for a little camp to Vegas at the start of next year with Wayne McCullough. See how that goes, and then we never know what can happen from there, the other way. So we could get a fight or two over in America next year, but for now it's way too far away to start saying this, because with pro boxing anything could change in literally a few minutes. So I'm going to take each fight as it comes, and we'll get over to Vegas for a training camp and see how good that is. But I've been over with Wayne once for 2 weeks, and it was great. So I'm looking forward to going over again and meeting up with him again.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. Obviously, sorry we didn't catch you after your fight the last time, but we'll look forward to moving to 4-0 on Friday evening. I'm sure, hopefully this time we'll catch up with you afterwards.
Yeah, I will. I'll stay around and looking for you.
Yeah, well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Matthew.
Thanks very much. Thanks.